Hello my beautiful babes out there, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bree and I am just a crazy lover of all things beauty, all things fun and glittery, and I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. So if those are things you like to watch, please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But in today's video, I'm going to be playing with the new Bad Witch Club palette from Give Me Glow, as well as their new eye primer, their glitter primer, and I do have one of their lip glosses. Not sure if I'm going to actually use that in the video today, but I thought I would create a couple looks with this palette, do some swatches, and let you know my thoughts on this. So if you are interested in seeing all of that, then keep on watching. Alright guys, it is crunch time. I am flying out tomorrow to have some family time for the holidays, for Christmas, all that good stuff. So I'm kind of cramming videos back to back to film because I do want videos to post this week, Christmas week, as I'm filming this, and have content for you guys. And I have so many things that I ordered that kind of came in all at once in the mail. So I'm like, whoa, I need to do so much. So I literally have one night to film like 3 videos. So wish me luck, but we are going to get into this beautiful palette right here. This is the Bad Witch Club palette from Give Me Glow. If you guys have been watching me for some time, you know I love Give Me Glow. I've loved the palettes I've tried from them. So I'm very excited to try this one. This is obviously for like the, you know, Halloween season kind of deal here, but it came out a little later, but that's just the world we're in now with the pandemic. Everything is delayed. And this palette goes for $54, and there are 12 shades in here and a mixture of mattes and shimmers. So I'll show you guys what it looks like up close. It's so cute. I love the packaging. And this is what the back looks like. I'm feeling it. And then the best part is the inside. It's what's inside that matters. So here are all the shades. It's a very jewel tone palette. I love the mix of these colors. I feel like the way they organized it, I can see a lot of different like looks that I could do with the shades in here. But it looks like there's 1, 2, 3 shimmers and the rest are mattes. Looks like there's just some dark shades, a little bit of pastels in here. And overall, really beautiful. I think all the shimmers are really jewel tone, and I love these kind of shades. I feel like this is a really good palette going into the winter time because I feel like this is a time we're really wearing like more darker looks, more jewel tone looks. So I think it came out at a perfect time, and I just love their take on like a kind of spooky, witchy themed palette. I love this color combination. So this is very beautiful. They normally give you super big pans, so you have shadows for days with this palette, and I just can't wait to put this on my eyes. So I was thinking that I would create 2 looks with this palette in this video if I can get it in. And I also did pick up their eye primers. I think the eyeshadow primer is a new release from them as well, but I got the eyeshadow primer in parchment. So there's different shades of this. It goes for $8.50 each. But that's what it looks like up close. I feel like it's going to be a good shade for me. It has a doe foot applicator, so I like that. Here's what the shade looks like. Yeah, this shade's going to be good for me. It almost looks like a concealer, but I love a more opaque eye primer, so we're going to use that in the video today. And then I also got the glitter primer that they had. I'm not sure if this is new or not, but this is also $8.50. It's in the same kind of packaging. It has a doe foot applicator. And this is what it looks like, the glitter primer. So we're also going to use that because if you've been watching me, you know I love my glitter primers. But I think I should now zoom you guys in and create these looks, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts at the end. I also forgot to mention I did pick up a brush from them too. This is their, what is this called? G2015 brush. It's a little like mini kabuki brush, I guess you would describe it. But they showed this as being good for applying the eyeshadow primer, so I picked it up. So let's start off here. Let me put this on my eyes. Oh, I love that there's color to this. And we'll see how this little brush does at blending it out. I love these kind of brushes. I have one from BH Cosmetics, and I use that one all the time. So all right, there we go. It blended out so easily. I like the shade. It has a slight tack, so it'll help like shadows grip to it. And I like this brush, it's very soft. All right, so let's get into this palette. I think I'm gonna do something with the blues and the peaches. I think they're just gonna make a beautiful combination. So I'm gonna take this rougher brush and go into the You Can Fly With Us. Oh, that's a cute name. And I'm gonna use that all in the crease. It's still a little tacky, I prefer that. Ooh, pigmentation is coming through. As always, they have really good shadows, mattes. Their metallics are my favorite because they're just so impactful. But that is just laying on so nicely over the primer. And since the primer has a slight tack to it, it's really gripping to that shadow, but it's not making it where it's hard to blend the shadow over it. Now I'm going to go into The Craft Is On. These names, so cute. And I'm gonna use that shade on my outer corner as the deepening shade. These shadows are a little dusty, so you definitely wanna kick off the excess off your brush just to avoid fallout. So I'm just gonna pack that on and just concentrate that on the outer corner. I'm gonna bring it in a little bit into the crease, but this is the shade that I'm gonna use just to really deepen up this look. All right, so the shadow went on fine. I feel like it's having a little bit of trouble laying over the peachy matte. But this might be a palette where the darker shades work better when you go in with them first and then blend out with the lighter shades. So now I just want to do my lower lash line. I'm just gonna mimic what we're doing up in the crease. Nothing crazy. Like I said, I'm not doing any kind of complex look because I just don't have the time. So now I want to go in with the glitter primer from Give Me Glow, see how that works. So I'm just gonna dab some on my hand and then put it on my lid. I'm just gonna kind of carve out where I want the shimmer. Glitter primer is laid down, and now I want to go in with the Coven Confessions shade right here, that blue metallic, and I'm gonna just put that all over the lid. So this palette doesn't have any real light shimmers in here. This is just a very more darker jewel tone leaning palette. So you might have to pull in lighter shades if you prefer lighter shimmers, like use as inner corners or stuff like that. But I don't mind. I have so many palettes that have lighter shades in it. And I just love seeing some beautiful jewel tone shimmers in a palette. This blue is so beautiful. I want to go in a little bit with No Mortals Allowed. Just on like the outer edge. I feel like that would actually look good. To kind of transition from the blue into that like purpley blue shade. It's kind of a purpley blue. And just add a little bit more. So I'm just working that between the matte and the blue metallic. Now I want to go into this light pink pastel shade called Let's Hex Our Exes and use that as an inner corner highlight. I love using a pastel as a inner corner, so hopefully that's light enough to do that because there's not really, you know, any light shimmers in here, so I think the pastel will work. All right, so there we go. That is it for this look. It looks really pretty. I like the little combo. So I'm gonna go off camera, do my liner, mascara, figure out what I'm gonna wear with my lip, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Here is the finished look. I think it turned out really nicely. I like the color combination here. But what I did off camera was I went in with the Nabla Major Pleasure mascara. And then for my lips, I'm wearing this Glam Light Lippy. This is the shade Whiskey. This was part of their happy hour collection. Thought it paired with the eye look really nicely. And I did go in with the ColourPop liner in, I think this is called Exit. It's a white one, but it kind of mixed with the pink, so I made a pastel pink. I realized I didn't have any like pastel coral shades because that's what I wanted to use in the waterline. But I think it worked out, and that is how everything turned out. I think it looks really, really pretty. So let's now get into look number 2. Okay, time for look number 2, and I think this one I'm going to do a halo eye, and I want to use this kind of burgundy color on the outer and the inner portion, and then I want to use probably the green in the center. But I'm going to start off with the darkest shade because I feel like that's going to be a better technique for the mattes in this palette, to start off with darkest to lightest. I'm just going to see if that makes a difference because I feel like I had a little bit of a harder time with that deep blue in the other look. Now I'm going to go into Why the Resting Witch Face. These names are on point. And I'm going to use that on the edge of the purple. Kind of to blend out the edge of that more like burgundy purple shade. And I'm going to use that to blend out the edge of that. I just really wanted something more green in this. There we go. I think that green is super pigmented and did a good job at blending out the edge here. So I'm going to lay down some concealer in the center really quickly. Okay, so now I want to lay down the Cheers Witches shade down in the center as my shimmer in the center of the shade. So I think that looks really cool. I wish there was a lighter shimmer to really like make it more of a contrast with the center, but I still think it looks really pretty. So I'm gonna take Let's Play Light as a Feather, and I'm gonna just run that deep burgundy purple shade on the bottom. Just kind of stamp it on here. So I kind of want to use the purple metallic again, the No Mortals Allowed. On the edges, I feel like I just need to add some of that to it. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna add a little bit of that. And this shade is so pretty. Just think it will make it look even better, like the look. So now I'm gonna go into Don't Make Me Get My Broom. And I'm gonna use that as my inner corner highlight because it's kind of a pastel-y purple. I'm just going to use that to try to brighten up the inner corner. Okay, so I think that did pretty good in the inner corner. So I think this looks good. I like it. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to figure out something for my waterline, my lippy, mascara, and come back and show you guys the finished look. Okay, here is the completed look. What do you guys think? I love this. I love the combination, the green with the purple. It's giving me like Ninja Turtle vibes. And I feel like it's so bold and vampy and dark, and I love it. So I did go on with some falsies. I feel like this look really needed some falsies. And I did go in with the Nabla liquid lipstick in Ritual. It's a very cool tone brown. I just wanted to keep the vampy vibes going. I did go in with the gel liner from Lethal Cosmetics in Playback. This is a very light pastel green. I just wanted the waterline to be a little bit more poppy. I did go on with my Nabla mascara, the Huda liner, and that is how I completed this look. So I'm gonna zoom you guys out and give you guys my like final first impressions on this palette. Okay, we are here at the end of this video, and I think this palette is really pretty. I love the cool tone, jewel tone vibes in here. It's overall leaning very dark, so if you do any looks with this palette, it's probably going to come out looking very bold and vampy and colorful, but I do love that. I do feel like I will have to pair this with other palettes because I do like using light shimmers with deep mattes. I like that contrast, but I don't mind. I feel like this adds to my collection, and I'm always happy to have more jewel tone shades in my collection. So what I would suggest with all of Give Me Glow's palette, I feel like this is the experience I've had with all of them. The deeper mattes work better on their own, and then using like lighter mattes to blend them out, I feel like they don't lay very well on other shadows, and that's just been my experience with all Give Me Glow palettes that I've used. So that's just something to note. If you are used to going light to darkest, you might want to go the other way to get like the best blend and look with these shadows. But I do think that the quality is nice. I do feel like the mattes are very pigmented. I do feel like the metallics are creamy and very shiny and beautiful, and I've always loved the metallics from Give Me Glow. I do feel like this eyeshadow primer is really nice, opaque. It was easy to blend shadows over it. It had like a nice, good tacky base, and overall I think the shadows look really nice on it. Now of course I have to, you know, wear it for an extended time to see if like my shadows crease or anything, but I do have a good feeling that this is going to be a good eye primer. And I also feel the same way about the glitter primer that I tried. And I did like the little brush that I got from them to blend out the primer and stuff. But overall, I really liked everything that I tried, and I think this is a really nice palette from Give Me Glow. Of course, I will have to play with this palette some more, try out the other shadows that I haven't played with yet. But overall, I do think this is a really good palette from Give Me Glow. But you guys will have to let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you like the 2 looks that I created? Have you tried this palette? Do you like Give Me Glow? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoy this video, you like fun, colorful makeup content, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I'll have the palette linked, the other products linked, other videos of mine that you might be interested, as well as the other makeup I am wearing on my face, as well as my contact and my other social media platforms. I'm also on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_Beauty, and I'm also on TikTok as Breezy_Beauty. So I'd love to have you check me out on my other platforms. Anyways, guys, I want to tell you thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all your guys' love and support, and for you taking the time to watch this video and to hang out with me for a bit. But I do hope you are having a wonderful holiday season. And I'm just sending all of you so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.